So, hey Alexa for Ben News, and I'm currently in Montreal, and behind me there is the Spanish and Portuguese Synagogue, where Mr. Poilievre tonight delivered a speech for the Jewish community. With the rise of antisemitism here in Montreal, Mr. Poilievre took that moment to come to show his support to the Jewish community. Some people are maybe aware, but tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, one of the Jewish celebration. And we will try to speak with some of the attendees about how they find the speech of Mr. Poilievre, and we will show you also some excerpt of the speech. Let's check it out. But before you see the video, please go over CanadaStandWithIsrael.com and sign the petition if you agree that Canada should stand with Israel.
Recognition of Canadian Magen David Adom and the people of Israel during the war of October 7th. And we say, he who saves a life he has saved an entire world. So thank you very much. Reinforce their support for Israel in the time of war. Thank you very much.
The lesson we take, there are in fact many lessons we can take from the message of Hanukkah, isn't there? Lessons that we need now more than ever. First of all, why did Hanukkah happen? Because of the great Maccabees, a ragtag group that was massively outnumbered and ill-equipped, facing a powerful king who attempted to oppress the Jewish people and ban the Jewish faith. I don't have to tell you about the horrific, genocidal death cult of Hamas that launched an unprovoked attack, breaking a ceasefire, mercilessly and maliciously tearing apart human bodies, doing so with a kind of delight, pride, and glee that I don't know if the world has ever seen. The biggest attack against the Jewish people since the Holocaust. Since that time, vicious anti-Semites have slithered out of dark places to carry out terrible crimes of aggression, including here in Canada, where schools and shuls have been shot at and firebombed. Here in Canada, where we never thought it was possible. This might seem like a time of terrible darkness, but I don't come here with a message of fear, but one of hope. Because in the midst of all this darkness, there is much light. You know, the Maccabees were all alone. They had no friends. They had to defend Judaism all by themselves, and yet they overcame. Just as David had overcome a much more powerful enemy. But today, the Jews have many friends. Friends that are before you today. There are many Canadians across this country who understand that Canada would not be Canada without our Jewish people. And we will stand with you against antisemitism. But today, the Jews have many friends. Friends that are before you today. There are many Canadians across this country who understand that Canada would not be Canada without our Jewish people. And we will stand with you against antisemitism.
Oh, I think it was fantastic at a time where the Jewish people are looking for a voice to lead them and to give words of encouragement at such a hard time. I think he delivered an amazing speech, and I think that the Jewish community was very enthused and motivated by his speech.
Incredible. I mean, he's a true leader. At the end of the day, he's exactly what we need today as in a crazy world. I mean, we need someone who's strong. We need someone who understands what's happening and that's not scared. And he has no fear, basically. As Canadians, we are a people who love. We are strong people. We're united. And that's exactly what he represents, as opposed to what we see right now, which is a lot of hate going around. And that's what we need. We need messages like that, and we need people to stand by it.
Il était fantastique et c'est un gars qui a beaucoup de principes et on l'aime. Beaucoup, beaucoup. Et j'aime la façon qu'il dirige le parti parce que ce matin, aux nouvelles, c'était bien. Toute l'affaire de 20 000 amendements, c'est un tour de force, ça.
It's definitely empowering. Like, more than anything, I'm a Canadian. I'm a Jewish Canadian, but I'm Canadian. And the last few weeks have been pretty difficult. Like, forget what happened in Israel, and it's awful what happened in Israel. But the blowback that's happening here on our community is significant, and the lack of response from legislative bodies here in Canada is concerning for me. So the fact that the leader of the Conservative Party came here is very much reassuring, and it empowers us. And listen, we're hoping he's going to become Prime Minister eventually. We need somebody that's going to make this country, like you said, strong, free, and yeah.
What do you think so far of the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau? Do you think that he's doing enough for the Jewish community?
I mean, I don't want to speak on behalf of all Canadians. I can say for myself that I've been quite disappointed with Mr. Trudeau and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau when it comes to his stance on Israel. I think he's been a little bit flip-floppy when it comes to his commitment to the safety of Israel. I think that he could do more, and I think Pierre is actually suggesting and is speaking what he would do as Prime Minister, and I think that's what's making us enthused.
I don't think he's doing enough, but I'll leave it at that. I really don't think he's doing enough, put it that way.
Ça, je ne peux pas me prononcer, je ne sais pas ce qu'il fait pour nous, mais c'est un monsieur qui est un ancien professeur de drame sans diplôme. Il essaye.
Oh, I think it's come down at this point to playing party politics, right? Like, I think he kind of showed face in the beginning. The day after the attack, he put out a pretty encouraging message towards its Jews, but I think, like, we've all seen it with the polls that are coming out and the Liberals being significantly behind. I don't think it's beneficial for him to support us Jews, unfortunately. It just doesn't work politically. But that's where the great divide between politics and integrity comes in. So I think there's a lack of maybe integrity, a lack of something, but it's nothing new with him.
Don't forget to go over CanadaStandWithIsrael.com. If you want to show your support to the Jewish community and to Israel, go over, sign the petition, and make your voice heard.